Yo, RX back with another recap of UFC 317, Topuria versus Oliveira, international fight night, I guess. We back with another recap of a pay-per-view that was really fucking good. Like, I will say it, it surpassed my expectations. I gave it a lot of heat. I gave it a lot of flack, and it surpassed everything I said about it. It was very fucking good. It was one of the better. Sorry if that was loud. One of the better cards of the year so far. One of the best fight night pay-per-views of the year so far. It was very, very good. I can honestly say that it was a very good card, which I'm very happy about, of course, because as much as I say it was bad and I was wrong, I want to be wrong in that situation, and here I was. I was extremely wrong, and I'm happy to be. I'm very happy to be. This card was great. The prelims only had one bad fight, the others were good. The main card had two great moments, overall the three bad fights to two good ones on the main card kind of sucks, but with how those two fights that were good were, it's pretty even in that debate. And then, there was nothing really that awful about this card. It was very good. It was a very good card, a very good international fight night. I made the comparison to last year's in the breakdown, like on paper. In execution, this one might have been better than last year's. It was very good. I am beyond happy to be wrong on my prediction of this card being bad, so I'm happy to be wrong. And I was wrong on a couple fights. Not many. It was only 11, so you couldn't really get that many wrong. But another card where a lot of underdogs won, especially in shocking ways, so what can you do there? But yeah, not a bad card, very good international fight night, and I loved it. I had a great time, great pay-per-view, great way to go into a break week next week, which we'll talk about that at the end of the video. And yeah, good job, UFC. I'll give you that. Y'all can't do fight nights lately. It's funny, we were saying fight nights were the carrying the year at first, and now in June there was two pay-per-views, two fight nights, and the fight nights were garbage. The pay-per-views were really good. So that's pretty funny how that turned out in the end. But yeah, this was a very good card. One of the best pay-per-views of the year, and I'm ready to recap it, so are you ready? I know I am. Last thing I'll say before I get into the recap is, as always, please like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube bullshit, notifications, whatever else you need to do. 200 subs goal by the end of 2025. And unless I'm going to say something I don't believe I am, I said this card's really good. I'm excited to recap it. One of the better cards of the year. So let's do that, just that. UFC 317 International Fight Week recap. Begin. Let's do it. Let's go. 11 fights in total. Yes, we did break down 12 in the breakdown, but we did lose a fight on weigh-in day. We lost Jackson McVeigh versus Christopher Hewitt. Hewitt could not make weight. He showed up like 10 pounds overweight. Good job, idiot. And that fight got scrapped. And they cut Hewitt from the UFC, because, again, missing weight by 10 pounds is kind of crazy. But, yeah, I guess you don't do that. Don't do that when you get a short notice call, so, yeah. Hopefully they find McVeigh a new debut fight, maybe for maybe a few weeks from now. Probably not that Tennessee card, but maybe 318. You never know. Yeah, they could rebook him and Rodrigues Dumas if they really want. They could put that on any card. So, yeah, do that, book that, get that rebooked whenever. And, yeah, Hewitt fucked up his chance completely. We did lose the fight, but at least it was a fight really no one was hyped about or cared about, so what can you do there? Still had 11 fights, still had a good card, and let's begin with our first fight of the night in the heavyweight division, with our only debutant of the night, with that fight getting cancelled. We have to begin our night at 265, a low-level heavyweight fight that was actually very good, even though it did go to decision, which that's the heavyweight motto lately. As we had to begin UFC 317, Jhonata Diniz versus Alvin Hines. Yeah, this was an interesting one to begin the night. It wasn't a bad fight. It was actually a very solid fight. But, yeah, it was very one-sided. Very, very one-sided. Early in the fight, at least. It wasn't one-sided. It got more competitive throughout. But, yeah, it was not a bad opener. A way, like, you might see the decision and be like, oh, this fight might have sucked. No, it's actually pretty solid. For the first 2 rounds, and I'm showing this because UFC.com is down at the moment. It has been down since last night, so I don't know what's going on there, but UFC is going to UFC, so we're going to just use Topology and Verdict today. But, back to my point, Diniz started off the first 2 rounds kind of just piecing up Hines. Like, Hines landed some shots, got a takedown early in round 1, but he got up immediately. So, Hines just really couldn't do much in the first 2 rounds. He was kind of just a punching bag. He was tough. He was tough, and he did land a few shots of his own. But overall, it was kind of just Diniz dominating the first 2 rounds pretty clearly. But then in round 3, Hines came back and won round 3 when Diniz was really gassed. Hines was gassed as well, but that guy has heart. Like, Jesus Christ, does that man have heart. And he came out in round 3, beat up Diniz pretty decently, took round 3, but sadly, too little, too late, and Diniz got a 29-28 decision, I believe, on every scorecard. They don't have that up there on there, but I believe everyone scored it 29-28 Diniz. And I agree with them, that's how I scored it. And Jhonata Diniz gets back on track, beating the short-nosed Hines, taking his undefeated record. And, yeah, in a decent fight, a very decent fight. Yeah, where do I begin? Like, I'm not going to say much about Diniz, because I still don't think he's very good. But the guy I'm going to talk about first here is the guy who lost the fight. Alvin Hines, man, this guy is a tough son of a bitch. Like, he has heart. Like, he is really fucking tough. Is he the most skilled? Not really. He's not the most skilled, but I'll give him all the respect in the world. This man is an animal, and he made this fight. Because he wouldn't just not go down, not back up. He just kept walking forward like a goddamn zombie. And he just fucking gassed out Diniz, pretty much eating punches. Like, this man is tough. I'll give this man all the respect. Like, I picked him. So, again, I don't think he's the most skilled, if we're being honest. Maybe he'll look better on a full camp, you never know. It's always a possibility. But, as of right now, you never know. He looked fine here in his debut. He showed a few good things, a few bad things. Good things, he is tough. He has heart. He has a hell of a chin. The bad things, his striking ain't great. His arms are really fucking short. And we don't really know if he has any power. He did hit Diniz a few times and, I don't know, wobbled him a little. And he didn't really use his wrestling. I don't know why he didn't try and just spam takedowns, but, you know, whatever. What can you do? He gave us a good fight. Striking. And, yeah, this guy's tough. I'll give him respect there, man. He's an animal. So, it sucks he lost an undefeated record, but on short notice, it's the opening of International Fight Night against a guy like Diniz, who's now 3-1. Can't really say much bad about Hines. Again, I'll give him another chance in his, when he gets a full camp, because, of course, he took this fight on very short notice. So, I'll give him another chance when he gets a full camp in his next fight. But as of right now, I'm not going to say anything that bad about him. I don't think he's great, but I'll give him another chance. The guy's good. Good. His heart's insane. He seems like a great person. Good to have Hines in the UFC. He seems like a good signing, and we'll see how he does in his second fight with a full camp, because in his first one, outside of having heart, he didn't have much else. And then for the winner of this fight, Jhonata Diniz, now 3-1 in the UFC. I still don't think he's very good. Like, we know his striking's decent, but outside of that, his grappling sucks, his cardio is shit. Like, I don't think Diniz is that good. I'm truly not sold. And again, I'm still, like, I don't think his wins are great. Austin Lane's garbage. Carl Williams is just a wrestler. And Alvin Hines was on short notice, and he lost to Tybura. Got murdered by Tybura, so come on, what can you really say here? But he did get the win here, clearly. He beat up Hines in a kickboxing match, well, pretty much a striking match, and I'll give him his props there. So I picked against him, he proved me wrong, so respect him there. We'll see how he goes on from here. I'll give him a fight idea in a minute if I can find one for him. I'm not sold on Diniz. I don't think he's some heavyweight prospect. I think there's guys better than him. I think Martin Boudet is as good. I think, who's another heavyweight? Walter Walker and Kendi Nzechukwu are way better. So, this guy's just a mid-fighter. I think he'll lose some, he'll win some. What can you say? So, I do think this fight was better than what Diniz and Justin Tafa would have been. I'll say that. I think this is way better than what Tafa Diniz would have been. So, because either that would have been a quick knockout or a sloppy ass fight for 3 rounds. So, yeah. But good one for Diniz, getting back on track, and still not sold on him, but he looked fine here. Respect to the kid, and yeah, not very much else to say there. Only thing left to say about this fight is, of course, who should they fight next? For Jhonata, with Topology wanted to work today, I know that's a big fucking ask. There we go. For Jhonata, there are some options for him. Like, there are some options. You could have rebooked that Justin Tafa fight. Mohamed Usman just won. Thomas Peterson's coming off a win. Martin Boudet is not booked, but I believe he's in the top 15 for some reason. Who knows when? Well, yeah, Lima is still suspended for a long time, I believe. I don't remember who I said Thomas Peterson should fight after his last fight, but I don't hate that idea. I think that'd be kind of an interesting fight. Like, I don't hate that at all. I think that'd be kind of decent. Anyone else? I doubt it. We got Mario Pinto. I don't know when he's ever gonna fight again. So, yeah, not many guys outside the top 15 here. Most of them suck. But I think we all know that. Yeah, I'm down to see him and Thomas Peterson, depending. Again, I don't remember who I said Peterson should fight after his last win. I'll go back and look. But yeah, that's really the only fight I'm seeing for Diniz. Him and Peterson sounds like a decent fight. Do it. Like, both guys kind of just floating around the same spot in the division. They've won some, they lost some. Let's do it. Diniz and Thomas Peterson. Striker versus wrestler. I'm down to see it. Look at Peterson, Diniz. Sounds like a fine fight to me. So, book it. Not really much else to say there. So, I know no one gives a fuck about that fight. That's Apex Prelim in a nutshell. But yeah, book it. Not really a lot more to say. And not much more to say about this fight in general. So, good fight to begin the night. Not like no fight of the night or like memorable fight, but it was not bad. It was not bad. Alvin Hines is a fucking animal. That man is made out of fucking metal. Respect to him for stepping in on short notice, and I cannot wait to see him on a full camp. And for Jhonata, he did what he had to do. He stayed at range. He beat up the lesser strike, the shorter, lesser striker. And yeah, that's all he had to do. Get back on track. Got a win. And who should he fight next? I'm down to see him fight Thomas Peterson. I think that'd be a fine Apex prelim. And yeah, that sounds good to me. Book it for probably a few months from now. And that's about that. About really all to say there. Good one for Diniz. Good fight. Good debut for Hines, even in a loss. Let's see where these guys go from there. Good way to open up the card. And let's see Diniz fight Peterson. Pretty simple. Not much else to say. Not one of the best fights of the card. Not the worst. Decent way to open it. Just way to open the early prelims. And that was that. Then we get to our second and final fight of the early prelims, the early preliminary main event, a fight that was a lot closer than it should have been. Jesus Christ, was this one worrying for my lock of the night. But he clutched up in the end. He definitely clutched up. It was a lot of things were clenching up watching this motherfucker almost lose it, but he got done in the end, and only lost about a little bit of sweat. As we have in our main event of the early prelims, our second and final fight of the early prelims, and our second fight of the night, our only trip to the welterweight division on this card, and it was an interesting one. As we have to end the early prelims, Jacobe Smith versus Niko Price. Well, again, did this one kind of get worrying at times, because it was not as easy as we all predicted it to be. Jacobe was the biggest favorite in UFC history, and was it worrying to watch. But he got it done in the end, and yeah, he got it done in the end. So, to talk about the fight, we did not get a quick round 1 finish like I think most of us predicted. We got a pretty deep fight. Round 1 started Jacobe Smith's rock to Niko pretty much off the bat. It was one of those times where you rock him and then the dude shot a takedown and threw Niko to the ground. He laid on Niko for about 2 or 3-ish minutes, and then they finally broke away on the feet, and Jacobe Smith was dead tired. He was so gassed, and I was like, fuck, we might be seeing a fraud check here. But he was able to survive the rest of the round. He dropped Niko Price like right at the end of the round with a jab, and he did clearly take round 1. I don't think anyone's debating that. People giving him a 10-8, I don't want to go that far. Niko did have moments, but whatever. And then in round 2, Jacobe was able to, I think, I'm trying to remember round 2, because I remember the submission, but, I think it was an even round 2, like, both guys were pretty gassed, and neither guy was doing a whole lot at times. Nothing really memorable happened until you did get the rear naked choke in, late in the round. Jacobe got Niko down, he jumped on his back. The second he did, he pretty much locked up the rear naked choke. And Niko tapped pretty much immediately to give Jacobe Smith his second W in the UFC. Give me a lock win, even though it was looking scary at times. And give Niko Price another L. But the betting odds did win here, even if he did not look like the biggest favorite in UFC history. He still got to win. Yeah, it was scary, but he did it. And Jacobe remains undefeated. Yeah, weird performance by Jacobe Smith. Like, this fight was okay. It was more competitive than anyone thought it would be. So that could be a good thing if you think. Yeah, weird ass performance by Jacobe Smith. Like, talk about him. He looked, again, I said this on Twitter. I think I said I said it everywhere. I look at it this way. He showed talent here. You can see a very talented fighter here. But you did see a guy who has cardio issues. Like, without the cardio issues, this guy looks phenomenal. He does seem to have cardio issues, though. Oh wow, that was the first submission of his career. Which I don't know how, but sweet. Yeah, you can see the talent on Jacobe. Ever since his Contender Series fight, the dude looked amazing. Then the Parsons fight and the Niko fight. So the dude has all the talent in the world. Jesus. But his cardio looks iffy. So maybe it was the heat of the moment, maybe the veteranship of Niko, whatever the fuck you want to say. But if he gassed like that against a lot of guys, he would have lost. He would have got Oban Elliott. Beneil did it. But he was able to survive, thankfully, and he was able to get the job done. So the main takeaway from this fight from Jacobe is he is talented. We know he's talented. I know a lot of people are calling him a fraud already. I'm not gonna go that far. I'm gonna say he's still young. He kind of blew his load early, but was still able to win. And if he's able to fix that cardio or fight smarter, not to gas so quickly, then I think we have a very good prospect on our hands here. He's still young. He's 29 years old. That was only his 11th career fight. Give the kid some time. He's still decent in my opinion. Just his cardio's iffy, but if he can fix that up, we have a good prospect here in my opinion. So weird performance by Jacobe Smith, but yeah, I don't think I'm not gonna call him a fraud yet. I'm not gonna be one of those people. If he loses his next fight, or again his cardio looks like shit and he still wins, then I'm gonna start asking some questions. But as of right now, good win. He got my lock of the night W. I think we all picked him by lock of the night. And yeah, just fix up that cardio or fight smarter to not gas. If you do that, Jacobe Smith is a problem. And then talk about the loser of this fight, the veteran Niko Price, now with a losing record in UFC, 8-9-2 at 35 years old. Niko's in a weird spot now. He is getting older. He is now 1-4 in his last 5. But he's been in this spot before. Like, that's the thing. Like, he was in his last 6 at one point. He was 1-4-1. So that man is prone to losing streaks, and that's just what he does. He's never been a great fighter, and he's never been a guy who can fight consistently and put wins together. So take that as you will. Now, for an 8-9 UFC record, that's pretty bad. I guess the main question and main thing, talking point with Niko after this fight is, are you going to cut him? I would say no. I would say give the kid another chance. Well, kid, dude, 35. Give Niko another fight. If he loses that, send him out. If he wins that, of course, give him another fight. He's still only 35. The dude usually has a fun fight, usually. But a losing record in the UFC is pretty bad, so it's up to the UFC. I say give him another fight, but if they want to cut him, they can cut him, obviously. Who would even fight if you give him another fight? Like, you could have him fight Tim Means, Court McGee, one of those old guys. I think that'd be an interesting fight. But I'm just throwing shit at the wall if they even keep him, so we'll see. If you want to give him a win, just have him fight a dude named Alex. That's clearly the only way he's gonna win a fight anymore. But outside of that, again, we'll see how he bounces back. If he gets another UFC shot, if this was his last UFC fight, don't be shocked. He had a weird ass UFC career, but not a bad one, and PFL will probably sign him in a heartbeat. So he'll still be working, he'll still be fighting, and we'll see what they do with the hybrid. If Dana's nice to him, or if he gets rid of him. 8-9 UFC record ain't great, so you can make a case for it either. We'll see what the UFC does with Niko, who's never really been able to string wins together, but he loves stringing losses together. Only thing left to say after that is, who should I fight next? For Jacobe Smith, I think the UFC is going to plan out his next fight accordingly. You can't throw him right into the shark waters with guys like Chiesa, or it seems like everyone's fucking booked in this high arc, but you're not going to give him a top 15 guy. You're not going to give him a pretty decent guy. You're still going to kind of baby him a bit, give him a little bit of another step down, and then another layup, I guess. Let's just be blunt about it. Another layup, and then you can shoot them into the higher echelon of guys, especially when they're all done fighting each other. But who should that be? God, the Russians. They love their Russians. I swear every week I bring up Euros Medic, but he's always an option. Jeremiah Wells should be a super interesting fight for Jacobe Smith, in my opinion. I think that would be a super intriguing one, because those two are wrestlers. So I think that'd be a super interesting one. Puna, Carlston Harris, either one of those would be intriguing. It's good to see some prospects climbing up their way at welterweight right now. Like, these two are very good. You can feed Themba to Jacobe, but I don't think, like, you're not gonna give him Dalby. Dalby's a tough one. Phil Rowe, Phil finally won a fight, be nice. And then you're not gonna give him Chiesa or Ponzi. So I like that Jeremiah Wells fight. I think that's a very intriguing one. Jacobe, great wrestler with some striking. Jeremiah Wells, a good wrestler. I would be down to see that fight. Like, I know Jeremiah's on a 2-fight skid, but so was Niko Price pretty much. So I'm down to see that fight. I think that'd be kind of interesting to see how Jacobe would match up against someone like that. A guy who two guys who have really no cardio, so it would be interesting to see who has more heart. I'd be down to see that fight. Jacobe Smith, Jeremiah Wells. I think that sounds like a pretty decent fight. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but that sounds like a pretty solid fight to me. Very interesting. So, we have not seen Jeremiah for a long time, since I don't even remember when he last fought, sometime last year. Could get Jacobe a little more experience, because again, if you watch a Niko Price fight, you can't say he's ready for top guys yet. He needs a little more experience. So why not give him a guy who's going to really test him? Give him Jeremiah Wells. I'm down to see that fight. I think that'd be a good fight. Let's do it. Jeremiah Wells, Jacobe Smith. Sounds like a good one to me. Book it. I'd be very intrigued to see that fight. And for Niko, like I said, if they don't cut him, which I wouldn't cut him, so we'll see what the UFC does. You can give him a Tim Means if he hasn't fought him before, or Court McGee, or someone like that. So someone like any one of those older dudes who are not there anymore. Or you can give him a tomato can. You can give him Song Kanan or some bullshit like that. So there's options for Niko if you keep him. So we'll see if they do. I think Niko's the only loser on this card you can say has a risk of being cut. The others should be safe. And outside of that, man, not really much else to say about this fight. Good win for Jacobe Smith over a veteran who looked like he was gonna fraud check him, but Jacobe was able to clutch up and win. Again, weird performance by Jacobe. If he can fix up that cardio, he'll be fine, but can he fix up that cardio? We'll see. And outside of that, who should he fight next? I think him and Jeremiah Wells would be a very intriguing fight. I doubt they do that. They're probably going to give Jacobe someone else. But I think that'd be a good fight, him and Jeremiah. That sounds like a really good fight to me. So let's book that for later in the year. And yeah, so we'll see if they keep Niko Price on the roster. Either way, it's not really a big deal. So, and for Jacobe, let's see where they go with him next. So I think Jeremiah Wells. We'll see what the UFC says. And outside of that, not really much else to say. Another lock W in the books. And yeah, I'm on a winning streak of locks. I haven't lost a lock prediction since Roberto Romero, like 2 months ago. So I'll take it. I'm happy about that. But even though I know this was a layup one, but what can you do? Jeremiah Wells, Jacobe Smith is a fight to book. Good one for Jacobe Smith to end the early prelims. And we'll see how far the kid really can go. Will he be another fraud? Or is he legit? Time will tell. But yeah, those were the early prelims. Not a lot to go off of. It was only 2 fights, so not really much to say. You had a heavyweight decision, which is expected, because we've not had a heavyweight finish since Waldo Cortez Acosta and Ryan Spann like 4 months ago. So what can you do there? But this was a good fight. And then Jacobe Smith and Niko Price was decent. So yeah, can't really complain too much. Fine early prelims. Can't really say much bad about them. They were chill. Then we hit the actual prelims, which were fucking insane at times. So we're already almost half an hour in. Let's not waste any more time. Early prelims done. We have 4 more actual prelims to recap. So let's not waste any more time and let's get right into it as we begin our insane fucking prelims with our first fight of them in the lightweight division, a very busy weight class on said card. As we have to begin the actual prelims, a fight that was quick. Not in the way I think anyone expected, but very impressive and crazy, as we had to begin the prelims. Terrance McKinney versus Viacheslav Borshchev. Wow, was this a quick one? Long story short for this fight. So the fight started, Viacheslav threw a kick pretty early, like 5-10 seconds in. McKinney caught it and shot on him. They did a little bit of grappling. McKinney locked up a choke very quickly. He made them, it was a guillotine at one point, then a darce, and then I think he ended it as it was a mounted guillotine at the end. But he had an anaconda at one point, yada yada yada. He pretty much had him in a choke for like 30-40 seconds, until finally he got into that mounted guillotine. Slava claws couldn't go anywhere, and Terrance finally got to tap. 55 seconds into the fight, Terrance McKinney starches Slava claws in 55 seconds by submission, which was not what I predicted, or I don't think many people predicted. And that was that. Terrance McKinney submission in under a minute. Impressive. Very fucking impressive. Like, he literally just bull rushed him, and I did not see that coming. I think I said in the breakdown, if anyone's gonna have a grappling game plan, it's gonna be Slava claws, but clearly I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And yeah, Terrance just bull rushed him. Like, completely bull rushed him, and Slava just really had no idea how to counter it, and he got subbed in 55 seconds, so great one for Terrance McKinney, man. Not what I expected from him at all, but it worked. And, yeah, man, Terrance McKinney, psychopath. Love it. Who doesn't love Terrance McKinney? Great win, crazy win, quick fight. Not even our quickest finish of the night. We'll get to that soon. But, good shit for T-Rex, man. Very good shit, and, not very much else to say, so let's talk about the fighters. For T-Rex, now 7-4 in the UFC. The dude's actually really good. I know a lot of people joke on him, but he actually is a solid fighter. Like, and his only losses are Drew Dober, who's legit, Ismail Bonfim, who was good at that time, Nazim Sadikov, who is great, and Aspan Ribovics, who is good. Like, Terrance has only lost to legit guys, and he has some good wins. He just adds Slava claws to his list. ZM and Fervola, like, the dude is decent. We know his striking's great, and he has bombs in his hands. And then now his grappling is getting really good. This is his second fight in a row he's won on the ground with grappling. He ground and pounded Demir. He's subbed Slava. This new wrestler McKinney is weird, but it's working. It's truly working, and I don't know. I guess this is how he's gonna fight now. It's gonna be interesting. I am worried for when he fights a guy who either A, stops his takedowns, or B, survives till round 2, because Terrance is prone to gassing, so we'll see if his cardio is actually good or not. But outside of that, man, he's looked great his last 2 fights. He's looked fucking hell, he's looked flawless since that Ribovic lost. And we've really seen Terrance McKinney grow up in the UFC. He came in the UFC at 26, pretty young into his career, and now he's 7-4, becoming a wrestler before our fucking eyes. And now he's just got 2 wins on the ground back to back when he really was just a striker at first. How weird, how fucking weird, but that's Terrance McKinney for you. The dude has talent. We know his striking's great, his power is scary. Now he's getting a grappling game. That could be scary, man. Terrance is good. Terrance is really good, but how does he do when it doesn't work? We'll see. And then for Viacheslav, Slava claws. Not a good night for him, not a good fight for him. Third now 3-5-1 in the UFC at 33 years old. It's starting to look bleak for Slava. Now on a 2-fight losing streak, the first time since early in his UFC career. Hasn't won a fight since August of last year. It's looking bleak for Slava at this point. You could start making the case to cut him. I would say you probably don't yet, but if you did, I wouldn't be upset about it. Like, I do think the dude still has talent, and he is only on a 2-fight losing streak compared to what if he loses another one. Yeah, this was bad. Like we all know his defensive grappling's dog shit, and that was proven here. I thought he was gonna be the one who tries the grappling if either guy did, but I guess not. And now Slava's on a 2-fight skid, 8-6-1 in his MMA career. You can make a case to cut him. You can really make that debate that you probably should cut him, but you also could say you shouldn't. So I don't think you're gonna cut him yet. I would be a little shocked if you did. So I get he is 3-5, but the dude is usually entertaining. So I say you could keep him around for one more fight. And I don't know. Like we know he's not very good. He's a good kickboxer. He's a really good kickboxer. I'll tell you that he's not very good. So yeah, his grappling is shit, and now he's in a really weird spot in his career. So we'll see. Will we see Slava Claus again in UFC? Maybe him and Niko Price are definitely worried right now. So we'll see. We'll very much see. So only time will tell. Only time will tell with Slava, and again, I don't think they're gonna cut him, but it's a possibility. So we'll see. Outside of that, not very much more to say. Besides, who should I fight next? For Terrance McKinney, now on a beautiful 2-fight winning streak. Yes, against pretty low-level guys, but what can you say? 2 wins is still 2 wins in about 3 minutes. Who should Terrance fight next? There's some interesting options out there for Terrance. Who could he fight? Jim Miller? That'd be kind of fun, but I think Jim Miller should fight like Matt Favola. Who could Terrance fight? I don't think he's gonna fight any of these guys. Like it would be cool, but I would be shocked if he got any of these higher level guys. Like he's still fighting. He's still gonna be in a lower level category, especially since I think the UFC is just gonna use him to do fun fights at the moment. So, but who could he? Like I'm still shocked and a little upset they never did that Duncan McKinney fight that they both wanted. But it's the UFC. What can you do? Him and Taco Padilla would be really interesting. Like Taco coming off that debatable Jai Herbert win, I think that'd be an interesting fight. I don't think he's gonna fight anyone on this page unless they have him fight like Soukilled. So yeah, I don't hate the Taco Padilla fight. Again, Taco coming off that questionable win against Herbert, I think that'd be an interesting one. McKinney and Taco, I'm not against that. I'm truly not. Is that the fight? It might be. It might be Terrance and Taco. Like, unless you do give him, like, Jim Miller, which I'm not against, but I think there's better fights for both guys. Maybe an Elvis Brenner, but I don't even know why Brenner is still on this first page, to be honest. Kelly Fernandez, I don't think so. I'm down to see Taco and McKinney. I think that'd be a banger. I think that'd be a really interesting fight. So, unless, like, I don't see a reason not to do that fight. Like, Taco, again, coming off that questionable win against Jai Herbert. Like, I'm down to see it. That's what I'm feeling. I think because I think that fight kind of fits every category I was talking about. Like, Terrance is not fighting these higher level guys. He's gonna keep like fighting these lower guys, maybe testing someone. Let's have him fight. Let's have him test Taco Padilla. I think that sounds like a good fight. Let's do it. Terrance McKinney, Chris Taco Padilla. That sounds like a good fight to me. I'm down to see that. You could book that probably for. Probably hell, maybe depending on how Taco is, maybe the Poirier card, maybe the Hamzat card. Like, Terrance took not an inch of damage. So, let's do it. I think that sounds like a good fight. Terrance and Taco Padilla, sign me the fuck up for that banger. So, book it. And then for Slava, if he doesn't get cut, I don't know who he could fight. Maybe like Loic Radzibov or one of those lower level guys. So we'll see if they keep him. If they cut him, good luck in PFL. But If they keep him, who knows? Give him a striker, is all I can say. But outside of that, not really much more to say. Quick, easy finish for Terrance McKinney. Looked phenomenal. And who should he fight next? I like him and Taco Padilla. I think that'd be a good fight. I think that'd be a really interesting fight for both guys. And let's do it. Taco, McKinney, book it. Sounds like a great fight to me. Not really much else to say. We'll see if they keep Slava Claus and McKinney. Let's see if he can keep these winning waves going. Newton, Terrance Nurmagomedov, not what I expected to see in 2025. After that, skipping this, I don't care, you don't care, she's a model, she's garbage. Next, our co-main event of the prelims, a even quicker finish than our McKinney fight. I don't even know how that was possible, but we got it, and I did not think it'd be this fight. But it happened, and I don't even know what to say about this. I was so shocked. As we have in our co-main event of the prelims in the featherweight division, a awesome prospect battle that lived up to all the hype, and fucking Christ was it shocking. As we had in our prelim co-main event, prospect battle, Jose Delgado versus Hyder Amil. Wow, that's how you make a statement in your second UFC fight. To recap the 26-second fight, Hyder Amil came out like a psychopath, like he always does, just ran at Delgado, ate some shots early. Delgado was trying to counter him. Eventually, Delgado got him in a clinch, landed a beautiful knee up the middle that dropped Hyder badly. A little bit of ground and pound later, and it was over. Jose Delgado by first round knockout. Was it a bad stoppage? I say no. I know a lot of people were saying yes, but I say no. And, yeah, Jose fucking Delgado. 26-second knockout. Over Hyder fucking Amil, no less. Dude, this kid's scary, bro. This kid is fucking scary. Like, holy shit, you two just put out Hyder Amil like that, like nothing. When you're in your debut, when it comes to being in front of a crowd, like, bro, that's insane. This guy is fucking good. Like, Hyder Amil is no joke. You don't do that to Hyder Amil. Jose Delgado just did that to Hyder Amil. Yeah, Delgado's looking like one of the rookies of the year. Like, I know we've not started that conversation yet, still a little bit early, but he's starting to look like one of the rookies of the year. Like, 2 wins, 2 knockouts, this one over Hyder fucking Amil in 26 seconds. Dude, this guy is scary good, and he's gonna be a problem. He's gonna be a real fucking problem for a lot of people in that division, man. He has the striking, he has power, he has grappling. I think he has grappling, does he? Yeah, he has 4 submission wins. This guy is good. And the only thing you can worry about is his cardio. If he has shit cardio, we might have a problem. But when you end the fight in round 1, you don't really need to worry about that. This guy is good. Jose motherfucking Delgado. 26 seconds to put out Hyder Amil, a dude who has a great chin. I don't know what to say. This dude is scary. And the MMA Lab has produced another one. Marcus McGee, Sean O'Malley, Kyler Phillips, Jared Cannonier. Like, add Delgado to that list because he is good. He is fucking good. And now he's knocking out Hyder Amil like that. You're one fight outside the top 15 at this point. This guy's good. He could be Rookie of the Year. If he has 1 or 2 more fights this year and he, like, ends up in the top 15, this kid's gonna be a fucking problem for a lot of people, so. I thought this matchmaking was stupid. I thought it was scary for Delgado. Clearly it was scary for Amil. What a fucking performance by Delgado. Probably should've got a bonus, but I get why he didn't. Just wow. Truly, truly, truly just fucking wow. This kid is a legit scary problem. And then to talk about Hyder Amil, not gonna say anything bad about him. Like, I know probably a lot of people are like, fraud. No. Like, the dude, first of all, the dude got knocked out by Jose Delgado, who's great. Second of all, I think Hyder's good. I still think Hyder's good until proven otherwise. If he loses his next fight and looks like ass, okay. But as of right now, I'm gonna give Hyder another chance. I'm not gonna call him a fraud. Like, he didn't lose to William Gomez. He lost to Jose Delgado, who's amazing at the moment. So, yeah, Delgado is not a bad guy to lose to. I'm not gonna call Hyder a fraud yet. He's 11-1 now, 35 years old, taking his first career loss after a 3-fight winning streak in the UFC. I still think Hyder's decent. We'll see how he bounces back. He'll probably bounce back pretty quickly because he did not seem that hurt by the knee. So he'll probably be back before the end of the year. Hopefully he can bounce back before the end of the year. I think dude's good, but we'll see. Maybe he does suck. Maybe he is a fraud. Again, I'm not gonna call him a fraud yet. I get he lost by 26-second knockout, but I'm not gonna call him a fraud yet. I'll give him another chance. I do think he's still talented, and we'll see how he bounces back. So, not very much you can take away from this fight because he really didn't do much. So, we really don't know if he's a fraud yet. Give it time. Don't call him it yet. Give him one more fight, and we'll find out if he really is. So, heal up, Hyder, and we'll see you ASAP. Outside of that, not very much else to say. The only thing really left to say is, who should I fight next? For Jose Delgado, now beating Hyder Amil, again, that puts you in a position where you're right outside the top 15. You're gonna have to give Delgado a good fight, which I think they're going to anyway. They gave him this fight, so what does that tell you? None of these guys, these are all step downs from Amil. Duho Choi wouldn't be a bad fight. Muhammad Naimov, but I think that's a step down. Mel Costa, but he should go in the top 15. Nathaniel Wood would be an interesting one. I wouldn't mind to see him and Nathaniel Wood, but we'll see if they do that. Or Pat Sabatini. I don't know what they're doing with Shepe at the moment, or Sean Woodson. David Onama's in the top 15 now, so featherweight's kind of a clusterfuck at the moment, if we're being honest. To try and book this, I forget who I said Moke and Nathaniel Wood should fight after the last fight, so let me go check that real quick. Well, after taking a look at my old post, yeah, and Wood and Melk's fight ideas are off the table because it was Sadiq and Bryce Mitchell, and those guys are not gonna happen anymore. Now we had some opening spots. What do you do? I don't think Shepe should go to you could make a case for doing, maybe this fight, or we'll see with Shepe. I don't know. So, I think it's really, you got Giga, you got Sabatini, you got Nathaniel Wood, and you got Mel Costa for Jose Delgado. You're not gonna have him fight Mel Costa, so you gotta think, who could they fight? So, I'm down to see, I'm trying to think what would make the most sense. Who gets that easy Giga Chikadze win? What you could do is Sean Woodson, Shepe Mariscal. You could do maybe, I'm trying to think how you would plan this out, because there's a lot of guys who deserve a top 15 shot, but who's actually gonna get it? You could do, Do you have Delgado fight Nathaniel Wood or Pat Sabatini? I'll take Pat Sabatini. Would be yeah. The more I think about it, have Nathaniel Wood fight Giga Chikadze, have Mel Costa wait for, I'm not really sure. Maybe he should fight Onama. Who knows? The loser of something. I don't know. We'll see. Shepe could fight Sean Woodson and have Pat Sabatini fight Jose Delgado. I think that's the right move, because the only other guy is Duho Choi. I don't know what they're doing with him at the moment, so I still think he should fight Cub Swanson, but minor details. So yeah, Melk could wait for something in the top 15. Nathaniel can fight Giga. Pat Sabatini can fight Delgado, Chepe can fight Sean Woodson. I think that sounds good. I think that sounds really good. I think that'd make a lot of sense. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. I think that would make a lot of sense, and I don't see a problem with any of that. I think that works out for everybody involved. So let's do it. Jose Delgado versus Pat Sabatini. Let's do it. I think that'd be a good win for Delgado. If he wins that, you would have to give him a top 15 guy. Let's do it. Sabatini, Delgado, book it. That sounds like a good one to me. And it truly does. So let's do it. Jose Delgado, Pat Sabatini, book it. And then for Hyder, Amil, you can have him fight a lot of guys. Billy Q, Nate Landwehr, when he's done with Charrier. Hell, you'd have him fight Morgan Charrier. Who's the other fun fight? Oh, Andre Fili, but I think he just got booked. So, yeah, I don't know if Billy Q's booked at the moment, but Hyder and Billy Q would be pretty fun. Is Billy Q booked? Or Julian Erosa, that would be a banger as well, so... Yeah, you could have Hyder fight Julian Erosa or Billy Q or Morgan Charrier, Nate Landwehr's winner, we'll see. Any one of those guys would be a banger, so, keep that in mind. And, outside of that, man, not really a whole lot left to say. Great performance by Jose Delgado. Probably should have got a bonus, but, what can you do? When the two dudes who did had some of the best knockouts of 2025, so... Keep that in mind. And, yeah, great win for Delgado. Kid's legit. He's scary good. And, who should he fight next? I would say Pat Sabatini. I think that would make a lot of sense. Sabatini's on 2 fights winning streak. He's probably outside the top 15. Beat him. You could put Delgado right into a top 15 fight. By that time, someone will probably be open. So, book it. Delgado, Sabatini. Book that for maybe a few months from now. And let's see how far and how good Delgado really is against Pat Sab. And for Hyder, again, Billy Q, Julian Erosa, winner Charrier, Landwehr, etc., etc. So yeah, about really all I gotta say there. Not really much else to say there. And yeah, good win for Jose Delgado. That kid is scary good. You don't do that. You don't do that to Hyder Amil. And he did that to Hyder Amil. Insane. Fucking insane. Speaking of insane, our featured prelim, or should I say our featured murder of the night. What the flying fuck just happened here? Let's talk about it, as we have in our featured prelim in the middleweight division, the only time we travel to 185 on this card, and what a hell of a trip it was. As we have in our featured prelim to end the prelims with a bang, and I think that's kind of on the nose because it was a bang, alright. As we have to end the prelims, Gregory Rodrigues versus Jack Hermansson. Wow, that was fucking brutal. Like, that was truly fucking disgustingly brutal in the best way possible. I fucking loved it. That was amazing. Okay, to recap, we not to check a scorecard in like an hour, but I'm not upset about that. To go over what happened round 1, not a lot happened. Both guys kind of had a chill round 1. It was pretty much a technical fight. RoboCop was trying to knock his head off, but really, Hermansson was blocking really well. Hermansson wasn't really throwing much back. The little that he did was okay. He did somehow cut RoboCop on a few places on his head. I don't know why. Or not why, I don't know how. RoboCop was probably losing round 1. I think I was going to give round 1 to Hermansson if it stayed the pace it was going. But as I thought that, if I remember correctly, as I was thinking that, out of nowhere, RoboCop hits him with the most beautiful left hook you'll ever see, puts Hermansson out cold, stiff as a board, and just to make sure he won, he landed one more right hammer fist while Hermansson was out. And it was over. Gregory Rodrigues by murder in round 1. Wow. I'll start with the obvious elephant in the room. Anyone who's giving RoboCop shit for that second shot, shut the fuck up. Truly, shut the fuck up. No one cares. And I literally look at it this way. The fight was not over. Like, if I ask you this question, was the fight over yet? And when you say no, I'm going to say that he has all the rights in the world to hit him as many times as he wants until Herb Dean stops the fight. So, there you go. Super necessary. If you don't like it, no one gives a fuck. I never thought MMA fans would cry about seeing violence, but they're little bitches. What do you expect? But, that's that. To talk about the knockout, holy fucking shit. He put him out cold. A concussion would be an understatement. That man has CTE through the wazoo at this point. Like, that man is fucking speaking colors. Like, Hermansson got fucked up, and that was an amazing knockout by RoboCop. This is what RoboCop can do. This is what you should have done to Cannonier, you dumb dick. But what can you do, man? What can you truly do? RoboCop is... The annoying thing with RoboCop, he'll do this, and then he'll lose a layup. He can look amazing, and then he'll turn around and lose a layup to Bruno Ferreira, or Jared Cannonier. It's like, dude, why? You should have won that Cannonier fight. You never should have lost to Bruno Ferreira. Why did you lose these layups, you fucking dick? Like, RoboCop has so much talent. His power is insane. His striking is good. His grappling, he never uses, but it's great. His cardio is debatable, and his chin is non-existent. But if he can just avoid having those things exploited, the dude is a top 15 level guy. He is so fucking good, but he just keeps shitting the bed in big fights, so... That's the one annoying thing with something like this. Like, he'll do this and look amazing. Beautiful knockout over Hermansson, yada yada yada. But then he'll turn around and lose to someone he should beat. So, it's annoying. It's extremely annoying because this guy should be in the top 15. This dude should be in the top 10. He has the talent. He's super good. But he just keeps fucking up at the last hurdle. So, he did good here. He got back on track here. But can he stay on track? Something he's just not really been able to do in his career so far. We'll see. Getting his, 5th bonus in the UFC. Good for him, man. Beautiful knockout. But can he stay consistent? We'll see. We'll really see. Beautiful knockout. Like, I can't say it enough. This knockout was insane. If you didn't see it, go see it. Like... It was so good, and one of the best knockouts of the year, the best knockout on the card if you look at just the knockout overall. Yes, the main event knockout was more shocking and yada yada yada, we'll talk about that. But, like, go watch this knockout. It was one of the most brutal knockouts of the year, one of the best knockouts of the year. It's what we watch this sport for. I loved it. Someone who didn't love it, Jack Hermansson. The loser of this fight, now 11-7 in UFC, taking his first loss since 2022. I think he needs to retire. After this, after taking a shot like that and damage like that, at 37, already inactive, he should probably retire. Like, no bullshit. Like, he should retire. I'm not, like, trying to be funny or a douche, but, like, if you've seen that knockout, do you really think he's going to recover? I don't. I truly don't think he's going to be able to recover from that. A, we're not going to see him for a year or two anyway. He's not an active fighter. And B, how does he recover from that type of damage? Just the fall, just taking that fall alone probably did a lot of damage. He has a concussion. He has CTE. Like, he's gonna need at least a year to heal from that. Like, you don't just turn around and fight after that. And again, he's 37. If he was 32, cool. He's 37. He's not gonna make a title run anymore, so that's off the table. Unless he really needs the money to fight, then cool, but I doubt that's really the case. He needs to just retire. Like, he had a career, he was a fine fighter, but this should be the end of it. Like, you're not going to recover from this and be the same fighter. You're just not. So, good one against Pfeiffer a few years ago, but at this point, it's over. And, like, I know this trope is so overused, and we'll say it again in the main event, and I just said it for the Amil fight, but who does that to Jack Hermansson? If you really look back at all of his knockouts, I don't think he ever got knocked out like that. All of his losses, knockout-wise, were TKOs. Thiago Santos, which I watched the other night, that was a TKO. Jared Cannonier was a TKO. And Roman Dolidze was a TKO. Did I miss one? No. This was a knockout. Like, no one's ever put Hermansson out like this. So, everyone TKOs him. RoboCop KO'd him. Made sure of it. So, yeah, that was fucking insane. And, yeah. I think that's the end of Hermansson's career. Do I think he'll actually retire? No. I think we'll probably see him again probably this time in 2026. But, yeah, he probably should retire. So, we'll see if he does. It's good to know he's okay. They gave people updates throughout the main card, so I think he's okay. Just the course really fucked up from concussions, yada yada. And, yeah, that's kind of the long and short of that. Sucks, but what can you do? Time to retire, Jack. You had a decent career, but time passed you by. Father Time's undefeated, and I think Father Time was in the shape of Obama this time, because he made sure you go into retirement, so, yeah. Good win for RoboCop, and of course we end the prelims by saying, who should they fight next? For RoboCop, I want to say a top 15 guy, but he just lost to a top 15 guy, so he's kind of in a weird spot right now. Who does he fight now, though? I think probably Joe Pfeiffer, to be honest. Like, all the other top 15 guys are booked. The only one who isn't is Abus, and I don't think they're going to do that fight. I think they would do Joe Pfeiffer and Abus before they did RoboCop and Abus, but I don't think they're going to do that either. I think him and I think I've been saying they should do this fight for a while now. RoboCop and Pfeiffer would be very interesting. I think a lot of people would want to see it. Let's do it. Like, I don't know who else these guys could fight. Mansour Abdul Malik is not ready. Jung Young Park, no. The Sultan Ruziboyev is just not good. Kelvin Gastelum's washed. Edmund Shabazian we know sucks. So, I'm down. Let's see Joe Pfeiffer and RoboCop. They're probably both guys fighting for a top 15 shot. You could make a case both should be ranked. Who knows? But let's do it. RoboCop, Joe Pfeiffer. I really don't know who else you could have them fight. Again, unless you have RoboCop fight Abus or Mansour Abdul Malik, I think you should do Pfeiffer and RoboCop. I think that would be a good fight. I think that would be a great main card fight. That could be a main card opener on any card. Someone's getting knocked out. Let's do it. RoboCop, Pfeiffer. Sounds like a good fight to me. Book it. Like, I don't know what you could do. Like, look around them. Everyone else is booked. So, like, everyone is booked. So, let's do it. RoboCop and Joe Pfeiffer. Sounds like a good fight to me, man. Again, book it. Would anyone disagree with that? I don't think so. Not really much else to say there. Great one for RoboCop, putting a body in a goddamn coffin. I have no problem with that second shot. The fight was not over. Super necessary. Don't like it, don't care. And who should RoboCop fight next? I like to see him against Joe Pfeiffer. You could probably book that fight pretty soon. RoboCop didn't take a lot of damage. Pfeiffer didn't take really any damage against Kelvin Gastelum. You could probably book that fight for maybe 320? Maybe for, or that could be a sick fight night co-main. So, you could do either one of those. Yeah, do that fight. I don't see a reason why you wouldn't. So let's book it. Joe Pfeiffer, Gregory Rodrigues, book it. And then for Jack Hermansson, if he doesn't retire, who could you have him fight? Like, maybe, Dustin Stoltzfus, Sultan Ruziboyev, I don't even know, like, GM3 rematch, Bo Nickel. So, I guess someone like that, but does anyone really want to see those? Not really. I just really don't see a reason for him not to retire, so hopefully he does the smart thing and gets the fuck out of here with whatever brain cells he has left, but I guess only time will tell. Heal up, Jack, and we'll see you when we see you, if you don't retire. And for RoboCop, holy shit, he killed a man, and let's see him fight Joe Pyfer. What a way to end the prelims. One of the best knockouts of the year. Super necessary. I loved it. And finally, an hour later, there's the prelims. What a good prelims. Like, outside of this shitty fight, everything was great. Diniz was a good fight. Jacobe Smith was a good fight. McKinney looked great. Delgado was great. Rodrigues was amazing. This really, really solid prelims. Like, out of 6 prelims, 5 were good. 4 were finishes. Really good prelims. Can't really say anything bad about them. Had a great time. Would watch them again. Great prelims. But then we hit the main card, which, like I said in the beginning, was a weird mix of good and bad. So I guess let's talk about it. Sadly, great prelims leading into a main card that was a little weak, but could have been worse. And we begin with the main card opener in the bantamweight division, a fight that was not great. I'm not going to say much about it because I thought it was kind of meh. As we have in our main card opener in the bantamweight division, the one that got moved up thanks to Paulo Costa. To begin UFC 317, we had Payton Talbott versus Felipe Lima. Not a great fight. I don't know if I said at the beginning, but I thought there was 4 bad fights on this card, and this was probably the best of them. Not really much to say about this fight. I thought it was kind of lame. To go back to the verdict scorecards for the first time in a long time. The scorecards, because I think every judge scored it the exact same here. For 3 rounds, Talbot kind of just schooled Lima. Like, really none of the rounds were close. Maybe you could give round 1 to Lima if I remember, but I don't think anyone did. Well, I guess the people did by a hair, but not like it mattered. Round 2 and 3 were dominations for Talbot. Not really good for Felipe Lima. It was pretty one-sided. Not too exciting either. Mainly it was just grappling transitions. Kind of Talbot just kind of reversing Lima, ending up in the dominant position. That was pretty much the long and short of it. Not a lot much to it. Not a great fight. Pretty forgettable. Not a terrible main card opener. Would have been an okay prelim. Not great. Truly not great. Not a lot you can say. I was not super thrilled with this fight. Like, I thought it was boring. And, not much else to say. To talk about the fighters, Payton Talbot getting back on track. I'm still not sold on him. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, Talbot 2.0. I'm not 100% sold on Talbot 2.0. I'm gonna have to see him do it against someone better. I'm let alone have to do it again, because one win against a guy who clearly sucks is not doing it for me. So let's see Talbot do this against someone else, and then we can talk about Talbot 2.0. Yes, his grappling looked better, but was his grappling better, or does Felipe Lima suck? That's the debatable part of this, so we'll see with Payton. We know his striking's great, we know that, but we'll see if Talbot 2.0 is a real thing, so he's not fully out of the fraud club yet. He is still a fraud, but he's not fully out yet. He's slowly leaving. He got close to the door, but I'm not sold. He's not done enough to leave the fraud club yet. So, yeah. And then for his opponent, Jungle Boy Felipe Lima, who completely shit the bed in a fight he should have won. He sucks. His striking was actually not bad. He's landing some good shots on Talbot, but he wanted to grapple so badly, he looked gassed pretty quickly, and he just really could not grapple with Talbot, so yeah, Lima sucks. Welcome to the fraud club, buddy. And, yeah, he sucks. I look at it as a fraud to beat a fraud. Maybe I'll be proven wrong down the road. Maybe Talbott is legit, but, I'm not sold yet. I'm truly not, so... Not really sure what else to say. The only thing left to say is who should they fight next. For PT, there's some options. There's definitely some options. You're gonna not give him a real fight. You're gonna give him another kind of a layup. But who? Like, you can't give him another. You can't put him right back into where he would have been before. But it's UFC, they probably will. Have him fight Wellmaker. That'd be fucking hilarious, to be honest. I'm not against that, to be honest, but they're not gonna do that. Like, that'd be fucking amazing, but they're not gonna do that. I could see him fighting, like, Cody Garbrandt. Like, the UFC, like, him, Raul Rosas, and Malcolm Wellmaker are guys they're trying to build up away from each other. So, just feed him. Just feed Cody Garbrandt to him. You know you want to. I don't know, like... Cody Garbrandt, Jonathan Martinez, Patchy Mix, Charles Jourdain. Maybe you want to get crazy, Rosas or Wellmaker. A lot of options. Brady Houston, you never know. I don't know. I truly don't know. I'm not gonna give him a fight idea right now. Like, again, probably like a Cody Garbrandt or Jonathan Martinez, but we'll see. We'll see if the UFC does. It's probably gonna be someone we've never fucking heard of. Like, I could see him fighting. I could see him. Actually, that was loud. I could see him maybe like feed like pour Cody Gibson to him, but we'll see. I don't know. No fight idea. I'm not sold on Talbott 2.0 yet. Maybe he is legit. Maybe he can get out of the fraud club by the end of the year. But right now, Frank Ocean is still fraud in my book. So we'll see. Lima sucks. Talbot, not sold on yet. Terrible main card opener. Yeah, one of the lamest fights of the night. Speaking of one of the lamest fights of the night, here we go. Another dud on this main card. Trust me, we'll get to a good fight soon. As we have in our second main card fight of the night. A fight that finally happened from January to June. It took a few months, but we finally got it. A old man battle in the lightweight division. And man, was this a shitty fight, as we have in our second fight of the main card, our first fight out, lightweight on the card, an old man battle between Beneil, Dariush versus Renato, Moicano. From Pride Month Payton to the to an Unk battle. Yeah, this fight sucked. This was worse than the Pride Month Payton fight. Long story short here, round one, Dariush was winning round one, until Moicano, sorry, gotta keep hitting my microphone, until Moicano dropped him late in round one, clearly taking that round. And then after that, Beneil said, yeah, I'm just gonna grapple you. And for the next 2 rounds, Beneil grappled Moicano, held him down, and kept him down for 2 rounds. Clear 29-28 Dariush, and that was that. Boring fight, normal boring Dariush fight. Yeah, this fight sucked. Outside of the knockdown in round 1, yeah, there was nothing to watch about this fight. Benny, I guess, still has it, even though I don't think he ever had it to begin with. I thought he always sucked. And getting his first one since 2022. Normal, boring Benny Dariush. Dude has never been good and never will be good. It's really that simple. And for Renato fucking Moicano, what the fuck happened, bro? This was a layup. It's Beneil Dariush. Why the fuck are you losing? Fucking Moicano, man. Like, you got a layup and you shit the bed. I don't know. I guess he didn't need the money that badly. Like, come on, man. You gotta win this shit. So, disappointed in Moicano. Completely shit the bed here. This is a layup, but it's Moicano. He's not that good. Like, his striking is not good. His grappling is, I guess, defensively fucking terrible. And, yeah, really disappointed in Moicano here. Like, dude, what the fuck? This is a layup. Why are you losing to Beneil Dariush? You fucking dumbass. I'm actually getting annoyed now. Like, dude, why are you losing to Beneil Dariush? Beat Beneil Dariush. He sucks ass. Why are you not beating him? Annoying. That's all I can say. Very fucking annoying. That's Moicano. I've always said he's not that good. Even on that winning streak, I don't think he was that good. And I was quickly proven right here. Good job, Moicano. You lost to Beneil Dariush, you bumfuck. Maybe focused on actually winning a fight and talking on YouTube for once. Dumbass. And I'm a fan. I like Moicano as a person. No offense to actually a lot of offense to Moicano. And he'll probably take the joke. Like, he can take it. Moicano's a nice guy. Like, dude, you should win this fight. There's no reason to lose this fight. So, disappointed. Disappointed is all I can really think. So, yeah. Only thing left to say, because I don't want to talk about this fight any longer than I have to. Who should they fight next? I wish I could bring up the rankings, but the UFC site's fucking down. They had a few options for Beneil. I would be down to see him fight Dan Hooker, to be honest. That's been the fight I thought they should have done to begin with when Moicano pulled out to fight Islam. So I'm down to see him fight Dan Hooker. The other options, you can have like Fiziev and Gamrot, but I don't think anyone cares to see a Gamrot rematch, and I don't think they're going to do the Fiziev fight. So I'm down to see a Beneil fight Dan Hooker. I think that'd be kind of good. You have Beneil fight Hooker. I don't know what you do with Gamrot or Fiziev. Probably have Gamrot and Fiziev rematch. Should make the most sense at this point. So, yeah, I think that sounds good to me. Like, do Hooker, Dariush, and Gamrot Fiziev. Hell, that could be a fight night in its own right. So, yeah, that's what I would probably say. Dariush and Dan Hooker. Easy win for Dan Hooker, who I swear no one actually remembers is even ranked to like number 6 in that division. But he hasn't fought in forever, so what do you expect? Maybe when they go to Australia in like October or whatever, hopefully maybe do that fight. And yeah, sounds like a good one to me. Dariush versus Dan Hooker. Book it. I think that's a layup for Dan Hooker, and yeah, pretty simple. Not much else to say. Shitty fight. Dariush still boring. Moicano, what the fuck, man? You clearly you didn't need that money that badly. Shitty fight, one of the worst fights of the night. I would say the third worst fight of the night. The Talbott fight was better, and yeah, really disappointed in Moicano. Bad fight, and let's see Dariush fight Dan Hooker. Nothing else to say. Now we're talking, though, as we get to our third fight of the main card, the fight of the night, as I think everyone predicted. What a fucking fight. And the man fucking did it! He fucking did it! As we have in our third fight of the main card, in the flyweight division, the only flyweight fight on this card that mattered, as we have in our third fight of the night, our short notice banger between Joshua Van versus Brandon Royval. What a fucking fight, and the kid did it on 3-week notice. Joshua Van beat Brandon motherfucking Royval. He did it, and it wasn't no debatable decision. He clearly won. Joshua motherfucking Van is the man. And I will say, I did not expect him to win. I did not expect him to win at all. You can go back to my breakdown and everything I said this week. I did not think he would actually win. I was picking him biasly for the fucking memes. But he fucking did it. He beat Brandon Royval on 3-week notice in a fight of the year contending banger. What a fucking fight. I'm not gonna go round by round. Just go watch it. You know how. It's on YouTube probably, or wherever else in the world you can find it. Van clearly won this fight. I don't think I've seen anyone debate it. Like, he clearly won round 1 and 3. You can even make a case for 2. Like, he beat Royval pretty clearly. Like, which is, I did not think, if he did win, I didn't think it'd be clearly. Like, this kid is so fucking good. It's scary. It's scary how good Joshua Van is. Like, it's not like, not even trying to be funny or anything. It's, yeah, this is how the judges scored it, and I agree. I think we all scored it the same way. Like, Josh Van is so fucking good. It's kind of scary. Like, he's legit. He beat Brandon Royval on 3-week notice. Clearly. Dude, this dude is just not human. I truly don't think this man is human. Like, he just got himself a title shot. How fucking good is Charles Johnson? Jesus Christ. Yeah, holy shit. Holy fucking shit. I don't even know what to say. I truly don't even know what to say. So, I don't know. Like, again, for the fight overall, just go watch it. I'm not gonna go round by round or minute by minute. Just go watch it. It was amazing. Go watch it. Or watch the highlights, bare minimum. It was amazing. Fight of the night. We knew that. Fight of the year. Could be. Amazing fight. I think Royval threw like 480 something strikes. Van threw like 300 something. Like, these dudes went to war as we expected, and it was amazing. And now we got Josh Van getting a title shot. Dude, come on, man. What the fuck? Oh, I love this sport sometimes. Yeah, amazing. I can't even say anything else. Josh Van looked amazing. This fight was amazing. Just amazing. To talk about Josh Van, he took that energy loss personal. How good is Charles Johnson? Holy fuck. He took that personal, and now he's won 5 in a row in less than a year. Since he lost that Charles Johnson fight on July 13th, he's rattled off 5 wins in less than a year. And got himself a title shot in less than a fucking year. That's truly fucking madness, bro. 23 years old, gonna be 24 in October. 15-2 now. Just beat Brandon Royval on short notice. The numbered 12th ranked guy beat number 1 ranked, and now he's only going to fight Pantoja for the belt. Bro, come on, man. This kid is legit. I'm so happy for him. He had nothing to lose this fight. He was playing with house money. Royval had all the worry about losing this fight because he was the number 1 ranked. Van was number 12. He had nothing to lose, and he outperformed Royval. He outperformed any expectations. This kid is fucking amazing. I love Joshua Van. If he ain't a fan favorite, if he ain't your favorite fighter at flyweight, I don't know what you're doing. Joshua motherfucking Van. And then to talk about Royval, I don't know what happened to Royval here. I'm kind of convinced he just has no idea how to fight shorter guys, because he just did not really know how to use his reach and height and all of that. Like, he really had no idea how to fight the shorter guy in Van. Like, he kind of just kept going into the pocket, and that never worked. Every time he went into the pocket, he could only land 2 strikes, as Van landed 6. So, he really just did not perform well this fight, and it's just really shocking how bad Royval looked in this fight. He did, not saying he got destroyed, but I did not think he would lose, let alone clearly. It's kind of insane how easily Van did kind of beat him at times. And again, this is Brandon Royval, dude, who we know is great, but he just really underperformed here. I don't know. I truly don't know. So, it sucks, because we all know how good Royval is, but I'm not upset, because we need to move on from the Brandons in this division. Royval and Moreno, there's just no point to giving them another title shot at the moment, so I'm happy we're moving on from them. I don't know what Royval is going to do now. Moreno's probably going to fight Beneil, and we'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, fucking madness. What a fucking madness. And, Yeah. Royval took the opportunity to fight a lower ranked guy, which was respectable, but in hindsight, it was pretty fucking stupid, and I don't know if he overlooked a Van, or if he just has no idea how to fight a shorter guy, but yeah, he lost everything here, so how crazy, how fucking crazy. Only left to say now is who should they fight next. I don't even need to tell you, I already said it. Joshua Van's gonna fight for the title, he's gonna fight Pantoja. Yeah, that's gonna be insane. I did not think Joshua Van would be getting a title shot in 2025, but he's going to. He's gonna win that fucking bout, and I can't wait. For Brandon Royval, I don't know what he's gonna do now. He's probably gonna be off for a while, because he's probably fucking furious. Maybe, like, there's a lot of moving parts at flyweight right now. You got Beneil might actually make it to a fight someday. Kai Kara just lost. Brandon Moreno still there. You got the winner of Taira and Albazi soon. You got Urseg and Perez. You got Ramazan Tememirov coming up the rankings. You got Tagirulan Bekov. So you got a lot of moving parts. I wouldn't be shocked at maybe a Royval and Kai Kara rematch. I think that could be interesting. I wouldn't be shocked to see that, to be honest. So, you could do that maybe on the Australian pay-per-view, and I think October it is. So, you could do that. Maybe, we'll see. Again, I think Beneil will probably fight Brand Moreno. I think that'd make a lot of sense. They want to give Kopp a title shot, but he can't make it to a fight, so, shit happens. Let Moreno beat him up. That'd be a cool Noche co-main. Like, that could be a 5-round co-main. You could use Moreno and Beneil co-maining Diego and Gene Silva would be pretty neat. So you could do that. Or maybe you could push it even till next year. We'll see. Moreno did not look very happy with Van winning, to be honest. So we'll see. And, yeah, Joshua Van getting a title shot against Pantoja. They did the face-off after in the cage. Can't wait. Joshua Van's gonna get that fucking belt by the end of this year. They're probably gonna book that fight for probably December, and I cannot fucking wait. Josh Van, the man. This man's a legend. Give him a title shot. He's gonna get a title shot, and I love it. I fucking love it. Let's fucking go. Nothing else to say. If you missed this fight, or just go watch it. I can't do it justice. Go watch it. And Joshua Van's the GOAT. Brandon Royval will bounce back. Amazing fight of the night, and give Van a title shot. Give him that belt. It's his. We all know it. And finally, to talk about what we're all here to talk about, the main event of the evening. If we couldn't get crazier from that Van fight, we had a little bit of time to kind of calm down after that Van fight. And now we had this main event, which I think broke a lot of people's hearts, but holy shit was it insane. As we have in our main event of the evening for the vacant, undisputed UFC lightweight championship of the world, to end International Fight Week with a bang, to crown a new lightweight champion because Islam's a bitch who ran away. We have to end the night, to end UFC 317, Ilia Topuria versus Charles do Bronx Oliveira. Wow. Holy fucking shit, Ilia. El fucking Matador is the best fighter in the world. This man's the pound for pound number one. There's no debating it. Ilia Topuria is the best fighter in the world. He schooled Charles like it was nothing. He took maybe one good punch from Charles. The rest, like, he reversed Charles. He threw him on his back. He controlled him on the ground for a minute like it was nothing. Eventually, they got up, and after a few minutes, well, not even a few, after 2 minutes, Ilia found his shot, a beautiful right hook, a left hook, that put Charles out cold. A few more hammer fists later, Ilia Topuria is a 2-division UFC champion, and he put Charles Oliveira to sleep. I don't even know what to say. Holy shit. He can't keep getting away with this, man. Ilia Topuria might have the greatest 3-fight winning streak in UFC history. Alvin Volkanovski knocked him out and ended his title reign. Max Holloway knocked him out for the first person to ever knock him out, down, anything. And Charles Oliveira, the first person to ever knock Charles Oliveira out cold like that. Like, dude, this dude is insane. This dude is fucking amazing, and he's one of the greatest of all time. Like, at this point, he's slowly becoming one of the greatest. That's the greatest 3-fight winning streak of all time. He's 28 years old. He might not even be in his full prime yet. 17-0, 2 division champion, KO'd 3 legends back to back to back. Like, this dude's fucking amazing. He's the pound for pound best fighter in the world. He's so well rounded. His striking's amazing. His power is not human. His grappling's great. His cardio's good. His fight IQ is great. His confidence is off the charts. Like, this man might become the fucking GOAT. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I don't even know what to say. This dude is just that damn good. He's literally just that damn good. I don't think you could say it any simpler than that. He's just that good. So, what else can you say? The best fighter in the world. He made Islam run away to welterweight. He killed Charles Oliveira. This man is one of the best fighters on planet. He is the best fighter on planet Earth right now. Like, he is a one of one. He's so well rounded. I don't even know what else you can say. He's a superstar, and he didn't take any damage here. He can fight again ASAP. Hopefully he does. This man's amazing. I don't know what you can say about Ilia. If you still hate Ilia, fine. But if you don't at least respect the motherfucker for how great he is, you're an idiot. So, this man's one of the best fighters on planet. Is the best fighter on planet Earth. I can't even fucking. He is the best. He's the #1 pound for pound fighter. No debate. No questions asked. El Matador is #1. As much as I don't like seeing him KO legends this easily, he's too damn good. He truly is. He's too damn good. And then to talk about the legend that he did beat here, Charles do Bronx. Oh, this sucked, man. This is sad. No one, like, I know we said a few times on his card, but I'll say again, no one beats Charles like that. He just beat Charles like that. Yeah, like, who has put Charles Oliveira out cold like that? Because I haven't seen anyone do it. He's been KO'd a few times. That weird-ass Cub Swanson loss. I didn't even know he fought Cowboy at one point. Of course, Holloway and Felder were ground and pounds or an injury. But I don't think anyone's ever put Charles out cold like that. So, to see him get out cold, a dude who's known for taking damage and getting up from it, this is fucking insane. Like, Ilia is just a one of one, and what else can you say? What else can you say? So, it sucks to see Charles get knocked out like this. I think he should retire. I don't see anything left for him. He's not going to get another title shot. This was his last chance at gold. And at 35 years old, what do you really see him doing at this point? Do you think he beats Arman? Do you think he beats Gaethje? Maybe Gaethje. The only thing left is a BMF fight, and I'm not against it. I'm not against it at all, but if that what really Charles is still waiting to do, take a BMF title fight. So I'd like it if Max beats Poirier, do it, because obviously Poirier is going to retire. So I'm not against Charles and Holloway having an awesome rematch for the BMF, but if that's what Charles' last fight's going to be, that kind of is sad. But if that's what he's going to do, that's what he's going to do. We'll see. We'll see. I'd rather see him retire right now. I want to see Charles Oliveira go out fighting for the goddamn BMF and probably losing, no less, to Max Holloway. So, I say he should retire. Clearly he's not going to, but I say he probably should have. And, yeah. I don't know. I truly don't know. So, it's Ilia can't keep getting away with this shit, man. He's KO'd 3 of the greatest of all time, back to back to back. That shit's just not right, man. It's just not right. So, we'll see what Charles does next. It's probably going to be, if Max beats Dustin, which is unlikely, but if he does, then it's going to be Charles and Max. Probably. It makes the most sense, so, yeah. Outside of that, the only thing really left to say is, who should they fight next? For Ilia, I think it's pretty obvious. We all know it. It should be Paddy. They tried to book that fight last night, with them getting in the cage and all that, and it just makes sense. It's the only way Paddy's going to get a title shot. He has no chance against anyone in the top 5, so do it. Ilia and Paddy, have Gaethje fight Arman. Yeah, I think that works out pretty fucking well. I don't see why you wouldn't do that, so do it. Ilia, Paddy, book it. It's pretty simple. Not really much else to say. I don't know why you wouldn't do that, so again, book it. And then for Charlie, again, I think he should retire, but if he wants to have one more dance, let him fight Max if Max beats Poirier. If Poirier beats Holloway, then yeah, Charles is kind of fucked. He just has to retire at that point. So he's made his money. Dude's a legend. One of the greatest of all time. First ballot Hall of Famer. But outside of a Max Holloway rematch with the BMF, there's really nothing left for Charles Oliveira. So yeah, that's how I look at it. So yeah. Outside of that, not really much else to say about this main event. Ilia Topuria is the best fighter in the world. He can't keep getting away with this, but he's going to keep KOing first bout Hall of Famers. At least KO Paddy, that'll make up for it. And yeah, who should they fight next? Let's get Paddy and Ilia booked ASAP for maybe November. Co-main to JDM Islam. Just saying. That'd be kind of neat. Or hell, that could main event to December pay-per-view. So either way, book that fight immediately. And yeah, let's see that for Charles. Either retire or wait for Max to beat Poirier if he does. If not, then really retire. And yeah, not very much else to say. Ilia's fucking the best fighter in the world. I just can't say it any other way. It sucks to watch Charles go out like that, but Ilia Topuria is just too damn good, man. Best fighter in the world. Now let's see him kill Paddy Pimblett, because I'll make up for KOing legends like Charles. So, yeah, that's about that, and that's all I really gotta say for my final recap of a fight on this card, as I end it with a boom. To go over how I did on picks, if I can scroll up, thank you. I went 6 of 11, 1 perfect 355. I did drop a few. I don't think that's a great night of picks, but I guess it could have been worse. Moicano shit to bed. Lima is a fraud. Our Ujo was biased, and well, I picked models. I picked fighters, not models. And Hines was, I guess, a bad pick. So I'll take a few L's. I got a few W's. What can you do? I'm not too upset about it. Josh Van won, that's all that matters. And yeah, so not my best night of picks, but it was only 11 fights, so yeah. The bonuses went to Ilia and Gregory Rodrigues, and 5 of the night to Josh Van Bram Royval. I agree completely. You could have gave Delgado a bonus, but I get not giving him one compared to those 2 KOs, so I'm not too upset about it. If you missed the card, what should you go back and rewatch? I would say McKinney for sure, Delgado for sure, Rodrigues for sure, Van, and the main event. You could, like, Diniz, that's up to you, Jacobe Smith, and if you want. It was not amazing, but if you want to see how it actually looked, that's up to you. Skip the Cortez fight, that was garbage. Skip Talbott, that was not great. Skip Dariush. So yeah, I think Topuria, Van, Rodrigues, Delgado, and McKinney is what I would say you should rewatch, and what I would rewatch for sure. So Tapology running like shit right now, but yeah, that's what I would say you should go back and rewatch. And the second to last thing, the chopping block for this card, our favorite segment. sadly, not really much to say for this segment. You could make a case for Niko and Slaviklaus getting chopped. I don't think they should get cut, but if the UFC wants to cut them, I understand. But I guess, inside the chopping block, I do think there's a retirement block, and I think it should be Jack Hermansson and Charles Oliveira. I think, we talked about Hermansson, he's not going to bounce back the same at that age from that knockout, so just retire. And then for Charles, like I said, what else is there for him? He's not getting another title shot, so just retire unless you want to go out on a BMF fight against Max, which I guess if you want. Outside of that, Charles should retire. So Hermansson and Charles, whenever they wake up, can retire. And I think that's about that, man. I think that's about that for UFC 317. What a damn card. What a fucking card. Exactly what we needed after 2 dreadful fight nights. And what a way to end June MMA, because god, the pay-per-views hard carried. The fight nights were shit, the 2 pay-per-views were great. I loved them. The last thing I'll say about this card, what would I rate it? I think I'll give it a 7.6 out of 10. I thought it was very good. I had really few problems with it. Yeah, there was 4 bad fights on it. The rest were great. I had a great time. I loved it, and I had a great time recapping it. This card was great. Great way to go into a break week. Ilia sending us out on high note. Hopefully he sends Patty to the fucking shadow realm as well. I don't know. I know Dana said he doesn't want to do that fight, but do it. Cash out on Patty now. But I'm not gonna get into another rant or talk about. I want to end this video. So I had a great time. Great way to go into a break week, and 7.6 out of 10 sounds pretty fair to me. So that's all I gotta say there. Not very much else to say. Again, next week is a break week, so I'm not going to be doing any videos. Of course, I'll be streaming a shit ton. Maybe tonight or tomorrow we'll do the UFC 317 hangover. Of course, Tuesday or Wednesday we'll do the Tough Talk stream. And then we'll see what we do after that. I'll bare minimum at least stream twice between Thursday and Sunday. And maybe even 3 times. We'll see. I'll probably do some on Saturday. I know it's 4th of July weekend, so I hope everyone has an amazing 4th of July weekend. Yeah, we'll see. I'll keep some content rolling into the break week with a lot of streaming. I hope everyone enjoyed the after party last night. My first video that had the K next to the views, which amazing. Thank you all for that. Hope you all enjoyed this video. And yeah, so we got break week next week, but I'll do a lot of streaming. Next time you'll hear from me in video form is in 2 weeks. Well, not this Friday, but next Friday, I guess is a better way to describe it, with the UFC breakdown for UFC Tennessee, Lewis versus Teixeira. Yeah, the card's pretty bad, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. That'll be next time you hear from me in video form. And yeah, so hope you all enjoyed this video, though. I had a great fucking time recapping it. I had a great time. I always have a great time making content, if it's streaming or videos. I love y'all more than I could ever express. Let's keep growing. Let's keep growing and rolling into another week of good vibes only and always. And yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. So let me end this video by saying, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe. 200 subs goal by the end of 2025. And unless I'm forgetting to say something, which I don't believe I am, I had a great time with this card. Had a great time recapping it. I had a great time talking about it with y'all on in the after party or here. And I'll see y'all with UFC 317 hangover tonight or tomorrow. By saying, as always, RX till in video form for a while. Out. Good vibes only. And always.